attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On 1st and 10, Hackenberg. And he rifles one incomplete. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
Let's go! Green 39!
A second down throw for Hackenberg. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And incomplete to open things up. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
2nd and 10, it's Wilson again. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
To throw is Wilson, and he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. There's a first down run with Collins, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's got time. Now he steps away. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Third and long, it's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. In the red zone this time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 2nd down, Collins. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Here's Wilson to throw. So on 4th down, on comes Stephen Hauschka to try and get the Seahawks 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
23 yards on the play.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. And a look at Seattle's defense.
When you say the name Richard Sherman, you get a wide variety of reactions. All I know is that when I watch him play, very few false steps, an excellent understanding of what offenses are trying to do.
Alone to the right is Jones.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Hackenberg now from the 50. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They run. Devontae Freeman. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the eye. Now Wilson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Alongside Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Wilson now with a handoff to Collins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Third down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But even
trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a one-play
blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Bannon in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man. And each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here we go.
Hackenberg on second down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Get on the feet.
On third down, Hackenberg. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right on the 30. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, and it's 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Now Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it. They do a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go.
2nd down, Hackenberg. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 3rd and 1, here's Hackenberg. It's caught. Jones. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Play clock winding down. A first down throw for Hackenberg. The left side completion to Jones. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Set. Blue 90.
Hackenberg on first down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Again, it's Hackenberg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Here we go now. 3-19.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Now let's go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun, it's Hackenberg. This will be caught just inside the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
3-19.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Now let's go. Gone. Let's go, Brown. Let's go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
And here now it's 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Tight right. All right, here we go.
Defense showing blitz.
We got four down.
3rd and goal, Hackenberg. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers, but those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
That'll be taken in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they miss a golden opportunity.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry. Halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Wilson on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Second and 10 now. Wilson to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Flushed out right. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 23 yards on the play.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here we go. Green.
Throwing again, Hackenberg on 2nd and 10. Surveying the field. He's going to, got his man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On third down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They come up in an offset eye.
All right, here we go. Blue, land it.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. Blue, land it.
On 2nd down, here's Hackenberg. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there at 22. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Hackenberg now. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The best thing that ever happened to Mario Edwards Jr., in my estimation, was moving from defensive end into defensive tackle.
Why is that?
I think he had such good size but his quickness now is overwhelming when he works inside against guards and centers, and that allows him to make plays as one we just saw there, getting into the backfield and getting a tackle for the loss.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Blue Lightning.
On 3rd down, Hackenberg. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Finding time. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Second and 10 now. Wilson drops it underneath for Collins. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That is caught at the 7th. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Wilson will throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Hackenberg on 2nd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Hackenberg. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Bennett in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, here's Hackenberg. And this is incomplete. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
All right, here we go.
3rd and long for Hackenberg. The open man is Smith. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
From the red zone now, Hackenberg. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Hackenberg. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Their big tight end with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack. And what
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Here's Wilson, and that is incomplete. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They come out here in the eye. Here's Freeman. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
8 yards to go here on second down. Freeman again. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Three yards left to grab here on third down. Third and short yardage. Hackenberg. It's caught. Jones. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. The play clock's running down. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Second down, Hackenberg. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's third down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Freeman
again, a first down carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. This is Freeman. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Falcons, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say 24-hour cheesesteak shop, here we come.
Oh, yeah, and I'm buying, partner. And guess what? I'm having mine with.
And I'm having 2 if you're buying. Good night from Philadelphia.